Greetings, beloveds. Forgiveness is so important for your growth and development and returning home. It all depends on forgiveness. There are certain things that feel easy to forgive. When you have children, you don't have to work very hard at forgiveness. Your children live in a domain of forgiveness. No matter how upset you are with them, they're instantly forgiven. If you open the door when they're sleeping at night and you look at them sleeping, you realize there's nothing to say. They're already forgiven. They don't have to apologize. They don't have to do anything. They can't be separate from you. If you don't have children and you have pets, you'll understand this relationship as well. No matter what they do, they're always forgiven. And that relationship that you have with people or pets that are dear to you is analogous to how Source feels about you. You can't really blow it. Nothing has ever happened. You're instantly forgiven. That's why the Holy Spirit exists. That said, there are other people who seem distant from you, different from you, unlike you, or so you would like to believe. These people are difficult to forgive. And in that sense, you yourself are difficult to forgive. Your harshest judgments are of yourself. And these judgments get projected onto other people. And these people feel unforgivable. What they have done is not okay. And the only way to really break through in this area is to once again hearken to the dream state that you are in. If what is being presented to you is just a movie, is just a dream, then yes, in the moment of the dream when you're swept up into the emotion, these people look awful and bad, and some part of you feels like, well, I'm not that. They're bad and I'm not. They're evil and I'm not. And what they're doing is reprehensible. And I can't forgive that, because that would be saying that what they're doing is okay. But on a deeper level, what if, number one, they aren't doing anything? You're just watching a movie. And what if the characters in this movie are just playing a role? If it's just a role they're playing, if it's not really who they are, then they themselves are quite forgivable. They're just doing a good job of playing a convincing role. And in that sense, they'll be much easier to forgive. And you'll be much easier to forgive. You're just playing a role right now, too, to see what it feels like. This one has had the opportunity a few times in his life to get to know actors that he was quite attached to. And in each case, he was so relieved to find out that they weren't like the characters they portrayed at all. Even characters that he really liked in the movies and in television were just acting. And he was so swept up in the feelings that he got that he thought that these people were really like this. One time he got to call into a radio show and speak to one of his favorite actors who played Barney Fife on the Andy Griffith Show, Don Knotts. And the first thing he'd said was, "I've always wanted to ask you this. Are you really like Barney?" And Don Knotts laughed and said, "No, I'm nothing like him." He said, "Barney wears his nerves on the outside of his skin. I'm not really like that at all." And it was so surprising. The people that seem terrible, try to think of them as acting. They're acting terrible. And they're acting terrible for your benefit so that you can learn to accept and see yourself in all of these people, and then forgive yourself and forgive them and forgive everything for what never really happened. What never really happened. Much like looking at your children, what you find is there's nothing to forgive. All is forgiven already. Be of good cheer. It is already done. Try to relax your grip and your certainty about the rightness or the wrongness of anything you see. On a deeper level, all is well, and you are already forgiven. I love you. I forgive you, for you have done nothing that has changed who you are or who we are together. I will speak with you again soon.